So the topic that I chose for this is going to be closeness, and I'm not very creative, and I also struggle with the camera. So I'm going to do it the best way I know how, and that's like a coach. So the approach that I kind of took is we're going to look at this like a lacrosse play. Um, when it comes to relationships and the closeness of a relationship, there's going to be three main points. The three main points that I wanted to go over are the physical point, so physical closeness, and this is going to be the actual proximity. This is going to be how far away are you. So when you're doing, like for instance, this, where we have a 3 point clear, how far away is that first pass? How far do we want that first pass to look? And how are we going to make that closer, farther? And we're going to kind of do that by going into um, emotional closeness. Now, in a relationship, every relationship needs trust. They need to depend on somebody else, and so that closeness of emotion is going to be very important here, because if I don't trust you to be in the right spot, um, it's going to cause a lot of problems, and eventually I probably just won't throw you the ball. The third point that I wanted to get was relational, and this kind of ties into that, where um, it's that teamwork aspect. It's kind of more of that interdependence that people are going to be showing. But yeah, we want to make sure that everybody kind of can depend on each other. We know that when somebody does something, we have to react to it. And I want to take that into this little mock-up draw here. We're going to go into the three different types of verbal, um, or not verbal, but three different types of communication. And the way that I have that is through passing. It's kind of the very basics of it. But what we have, the first one is a direct verbal pass. This is going to be said, it's going to be very simple. It's going to be just right there, right? You can kind of see he passes the ball right to the obvious person, strong hand into that ball. He's looking at him. You can see that with my two little dots for eyes. Catches that ball right there. Now, the other part is going to be direct nonverbal. And this is going to be a little bit different. So direct nonverbal is going to be more of that eye contact, that behavior, and that kind of the tonality of your voice and stuff. In a relationship, we are always conscious, and you should be always conscious of what your tone is, where you're like how your eye contact is, what you're giving off non-verbally. So what I have here is this guy still looking up here to the direct pass, but he's going to make an indirect pass over here, because this guy with these three little lines is showing, hey, I'm open, without communicating that. That's going to be body positioning. It's going to be shaking a stick, whatever it takes to kind of get him to show there. And then the other one was indirect nonverbal. So indirect nonverbal is kind of those supportive behaviors in a relationship. You want to have somebody that shows you their emotions. It shows you I mean, funny enough, inside jokes comes to mind. You want to have that inside joke. You want to have that familiarity with them. And so the way that I have that shown is in an indirect nonverbal. We're going to see this guy has two options. He can go straight to the goal, or he can rely on this guy to pull that defender right there. So this guy's going to shimmy up. That's just going to be through trust. It's going to be through kind of familiarity with each other. They don't have to communicate. They don't have to tell each other. They don't even have to do anything, but they know that it's going to be there. So in order to do a favor like this, he's going to push his guy up, pull this defender to cut off that pass, allowing this guy to go in for a score. But that's kind of the three basics of closeness in a relationship. There's going to be different things like affection interaction or affection exchange theory. That's going to tie in. We're also going to have one more thing that I wanted to go over, which was the intimacy behaviors. Now, intimacy behavior is going to be kind of that motion that we're seeing. It's going to be what keeps people moving throughout. And the reason that we see this for a relationship, for that communication aspect of it, is when it comes to closeness, you want to have intimacy behaviors, because you want to keep things moving, or else it's just stagnant. It's not fun. Nobody likes that. So you got to be conscious of what you're choosing to say for words. You want to be kind of understanding hey, I know that like showing that affection, showing that terms of endearment is a great one. But all of that's going to tie in here because if we're not doing any of that, the play doesn't move. Nothing moves. It's all just stagnant and it's just there. So, basics 101 of closeness in a relationship right there.